we'll start with call to the public. Anybody got anything? All two of you? No? All right, then we'll press right on. Okay, there's a motion to consider appointing Chief Kyle Box as the law enforcement representative to the Central Dispatch Board to fill a vacancy with a term expiring on December 31st, 2015, or until a successor is appointed.
I'll make that motion.
Second motion.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, this is the person they want. I know we appointed him earlier in the year and they did not want him on the board. So we had to take him off the board.
And now he's back.
And now he's back. Hopefully it's right.
That was because the previous person we thought was resigning and didn't resign.
Okay. So he's good to go now.
Yes.
All right. Not hearing anything else to discuss, as we'll put it to a vote. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carried. Motion to consider appointing Kathy Mulholland as a village elected representative to the Central Dispatch Board to fill a vacancy with a term expiring on December 31st, 2017, or until a successor is appointed.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any further discussion on her?
What village is he from?
Village Morris.
Huh?
Village of Morris,
Oh, okay.
the village trustee.
Any further? Nothing? Then we'll put that to a vote. Is this all approved? Is this please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carried. Motion to consider appointing a representative and alternate to the Region 1 Homeland Security Planning Board.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Do we have to have somebody to appoint or?
Well, I always thought it is, when there was a vacancy, it's automatic that they're gonna have somebody.
Well, I see it was the administrator and our emergency management coordinator. So
Who's what? Yeah, go ahead, Julie.
It was brought to my attention that currently our previous county administrator was the Shiawassee County representative on this board, and the emergency management coordinator, which is Richard Warner, serves as the alternate. So I thought it was appropriate that I bring this to your attention so that you appoint a representative and then you appoint an alternate. In the past, it was always the county administrator, but at this point, we're without a county administrator.
Okay, that about says it all. Do we have any volunteers?
For what it's worth, I'd recommend Richard Warner as the appointed and Jeff Bartz as the alternate. For what it's worth. Just to be a delegate.
I'll make that motion.
Could I hear that once again, please?
We'll appoint Rich Warner as our representative and our alternate would be Commissioner Bartz.
Are both of you agreeable?
I've been doing it for last year, so.
Okay. Well, we don't want to volunteer you without you knowing. Okay.
Commissioner Horvath made the original motion and Commissioner Rook
So I will amend.
seconded. You can amend it, or he can do a little friendly amendment and say that that meets his approval.
A friendly amendment with Rook.
There you go.
Okay, and I'll insert the names.
You have such a way with words, Julie. Okay, well, since we got two volunteers, and they're both agreeable, yes?
I would just like to say it's been discussed between Rich and John and I. So as the alternative would either be myself or John or Matt. So, but I will take the position if it's offered, if it's from the point.
No problem. Is there any further discussion?
Is that how we want to put in the motion if that's the case, or?
He wants to be the alternate to the alternate.
We could try and put it in the motion, but I don't know that that would be acceptable to the Region 1 board.
Typically, they only have one alternate.
I would think you just want to leave the motion it is, if it so happens, and either one can make it.
And there's been times at the region where nobody from that county has been there to vote
Yeah.
for them, but not very often.
The chairman could say, please, John, would you fill in? You see what I'm saying? The chairman can do that.
Equivalent to tag, you're in.
Yep.
Okay? Okay. I don't know how you're gonna write that one down, is it what?
Well, just the motion, and if it becomes a problem ever, the chairman would call John up and say, hey, I need you to go.
Okay.
Any other discussions? Pretty well got that one. Then we'll put it to a vote. All in favor of putting Richard and Jeff on it? Signify by stating aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion covered. Passed. Next up is the District Court Radiation Machine.
I think we discussed that yesterday. That's where we fortuitously, the gentleman happened to be in the Mid-Michigan servicing other machines and called us to see if we needed anything done. And, oh yeah, by the way, the machine's not working. Can you stop by? On his way back to Ohio, stopped by, fixed it, and we were pretty lucky, and everything's up and running.
What budget did that come out of?
You fixed it?
Came out of buildings and grounds maintenance anyways, Gary.
I don't think.
Pardon?
Buildings and grounds maintenance,
Oh, is that what it come under?
out of that line item. He called Doug Powell. Doug Powell kind of called me because I was kind of in charge of buildings and grounds for that month when we didn't have anybody. And I kind of talked to Hartman a little bit, and between the three of us, we just said, hey, this guy's gonna come up and probably not even hardly charge us anything, and let's just get it done, because it had been 8 months since it had been working.
Did you get a bill on it yet?
I don't think we have.
Tim was in here earlier, I'm not sure if that was.
Gary, initially, they were thinking, well, who can fix this, you know, and maybe 4,000 or 5,000, but I think he stopped and fixed it, and it's $150, $200.
And he had used parts that we didn't think were even available, and he said, oh, I got all sorts of used parts for that stuff, and,
I just thought I'd ask.
yeah, no, but it will be coming, sir, out of buildings, grounds, maintenance line item. As the elevator repair, we did elevator repair this month, it was unexpected, several $1,000s that we really didn't budget or anticipate that we were going to be paying for, but we had some elevator problems. And the state of Michigan allows us, with these problems, you either fix them or you completely shut off, quarantine, or whatever the elevators, and to the judges that was unacceptable. So we had gotten, and this is kind of off the record, but I just, through buildings, grounds, I'll tell you, Otis had been servicing the elevators. And they give us a quote of $3,000 to fix that. And our new superintendent of building grounds thought that was high. He called another elevator company in, and they repaired it for less than half.
Wow.
So just by
Is it
having
local?
no local.
Oh, there is a local elevator company in this county too.
Advanced elevator.
No, they don't do that. B&B Elevator Company does it.
Okay, I don't even know if we're aware of that.
Yeah, he does the churches, a lot of them around here, all over the state.
Actually, we actually had Phil Hellman has a service contract with Otis, and we're going to try to get out of that because this other company was so much cheaper.
So it is a B&B Elevator is local, right in the county.
Was unaware of them. If you would like to give us the information and stuff, we will put it on file and be glad to give them a try. I prefer to be local contractors, you know what I mean? But I have, there again, I was like on the roadside, you know, I just was doing the best I could at the time. So that was when Tim first came in, and Julie actually called me originally on it, and it's like, yeah, we gotta get them fixed. I mean, whatever it costs, if we have to get it fixed, we'll figure out how maintenance is gonna pay for it. But, and then they looked at it, they did actually some emergency work, I believe it was, and then they had to come back and do more, but, Mr. Hill ended up saving us at least $1,000. I haven't seen the total bills yet, but he saved us some money by making some phone calls.
We can put that towards that new truck.
I just saw that, I mentioned somebody local that maybe could.
No,
You know,
Gary, if you would like to get that information, I would be glad to put it on file in Buildings and
who
Grounds.
do I give that to?
Me, if you give it to me, I'll make sure that
Okay.
Tim Hill gets it in his office.
Okay.
Be glad to do local contractors anytime possible.
Pass the information to Julie too, so she'll know. You know everything else, might as well know that. Okay, down to the next item is other agenda items. Do we have anything? Sure is nice and quiet, I like this. Call to the public, again. Even better. Meeting adjourned. Next one starting in about 2.5 minutes.